Hey, what's up, guys? This is KDCloudy, and truth be told, I was supposed to make this video a long time ago, and I kept pushing it, procrastinating until I realized that it's been a year. So I thought now is a good time to check this out. So, like I said earlier, I have made like a couple of trips to Mumbai in the past year, and with every single trip I do make sure to visit a new theater. I have visited 5 theaters in total. 3 of them were IMAXs, and out of those 2 I have already made a video about. The Aero Cinema IMAX video is already live, and the Geo World IMAX in BKC, the Inox Mesa one, is also live as a short. I love all these theaters, but arguably the most iconic of them all is this, which is the PVR ICON at Phoenix Palladium, Lower Parel. Now, before you tell me, yes, I am aware that the Wadala IMAX is back again, thriving under the Mirage Cinemas brand. It's reopened recently, and I really do want to check it out in its laser glory. It's the biggest laser IMAX of India. It's the biggest in Mumbai, and it reclaims its title of being the oldest IMAX in India. I'm very, very excited about it, and I do plan on visiting it sometime next year. But for now, let's talk about the Lower Parel IMAX, arguably the most beautiful IMAXs I've ever been to. Now, I'll be honest, it's a very different PVR in general, not just an IMAX. It's a very different PVR because most PVRs are like situated on the top floor of those, one of the top floors of the mall. It takes up the entire floor, but not this. Phoenix Palladium is not like an indoor mall. In fact, PVR occupies its own building in the Phoenix Palladium complex, so it gives off a very independent cinema / single screen vibes. It almost felt like I was entering PVR Priya. But the moment you enter, the grandeur of the lobby is just next level. I don't think I've seen a more beautiful PVR lobby with the LED video walls and the screens and the golden lights and the arches, and it's just beautiful. I mean, the Aero Cinema is very beautiful, but it's a single screen, it's small. This one was huge for a multiplex. All the screens were not at the same level. They were multiple stories. It took a couple of flights of stairs and escalators to reach the IMAX cinema level. And the moment you enter, you're greeted with that, grand blue interiors and one of the first IMAXs of India. Now, it was in fact one of PVR's first IMAXs in India, opened in 2013, right after the Forum IMAX in Koramangala, Bangalore. And it was one of the first IMAXs to get a laser upgrade right alongside the PVR Select Citywalk in Delhi. So overall, it's a pretty important location, and it's a very old PVR, by the way. It opened in 2008. The PVR itself, when the mall was opened, and it got a constant series of upgrades. And in 2012, it was one of those screens were renovated with the IMAX screen, and the inauguration was done by Amir Khan for the launch of Dhoom 3, which was pretty iconic. It was the first Indian movie to get the IMAX DMR treatment. And overall, I would say this place has a very important significance to the movie-going culture in Mumbai. And because it's such an important place in terms of screenings and all these things, a lot of prominent personalities come into place. PVR has made sure that they keep the place spotless and luxurious and tidy, and they always keep on maintaining this place with the latest seats, the most comfy seats, and it shows. These are definitely the best seats I've ever sat on a PVR. So much better than any IMAX I've sat on in Bangalore, which are in a dire need of upgrade. But yeah, enough about the interiors and the decor. What are the specs of this IMAX theater? The screen is about 60 feet wide, give or take 1 or 2 feet. It has the 4K commercial laser projector, one of 2 in India, 12-channel audio with surround speakers and overhead speakers, with a total of 371 seats. This automatically makes it special because, again, commercial laser projector is one of 2 in India, the other one being in Select Citywalk, Delhi. And 12-channel audio is something not all IMAXs have. It's just 4 IMAXs in India which have that, which are, again, Select Citywalk, Delhi, PVR Priya, Delhi, Broadway Cinemas, Coimbatore, and this one, the Lower Parel IMAX. So I think from raw specs wise, I think you are getting like the best which IMAX has to offer just in terms of like raw hardware. Now the screen is big enough, being 60 feet wide, it automatically makes it the top 10 or top 11 IMAXs in India in terms of size. Honestly, it's a pretty standard size for an IMAX. 60 feet is pretty well. The only locations which feel substantially bigger once you walk into them are, I would say, maybe PVR Logics or PVR Priya in Delhi, or maybe the new Vadala IMAX I haven't visited, but it's definitely going to be substantially bigger in terms of just sheer scale and size. Now, if I want to compare it to its only sibling in Delhi, which has the same hardware, Select Citywalk is a very good theater. It has a smaller screen and it doesn't go edge to edge, but it's fine. I recently visited. It was a very nice theater, but I think you get that sense of grandness you're supposed to get in an IMAX better in lower Parel IMAX. Because it has a slightly bigger screen and has more seats. But picture quality wise, I watched Aquaman 2 in 3D, and what happens because it's IMAX laser, they play a 4K 3D DCP, which kind of doesn't matter because most Hollywood movies are mastered in 2K anyway for the 3D presentations. So yeah, keeping that in mind, it was kind of soft. I think I've seen sharper 3D presentations and even sharp 2D presentations on IMAX lasers. So I don't think Aquaman 2 is like the best benchmark for picture quality, which is a shame because Aquaman was very good, whether it was IMAX Xenon or like just the 4K digital streams or the Blu-ray, it was amazing. But Aquaman 2, the movie was shit anyway, so it left a little bit to be desired. So not the best benchmark for video quality or the picture quality. But I do want to say that I have been to so many IMAX laser at this point right now. All of them do feel quite the same. They're calibrated to the point that they're very consistent. I haven't been able to find a significant difference in brightness or contrast or colors between a commercial laser or a laser XT venue. So I might have to do an A/B test. I might have to just watch one single movie in all the different 3 formats, and at this point I can only do that in Delhi or Mumbai. So I might just do that someday. I can just watch a movie 3 times. Coming back to the sound, because it's a 12-channel auditorium, you have speakers on your sides, the back as always, and also on the top. I did find and remember hearing to some overheads during my presentation for Aquaman, and that was a good touch. And again, as always, you get that boomy bass as part of IMAX sound, so that was also pretty good. So yeah, I think that covers it all. I think I should revisit it again and watch a 2D 4K movie to get a better sense of the theater. But I'm pretty sure it's great, and I was finally happy to check this particular venue off my laundry list of IMAX theaters. So it looks great. I think one of the best interiors in India, great seats, a great projection, great sound system. And also my one small nitpick, it's about the screen. Even though it's 60 feet wide, I do think the ceiling height is slightly lower, and because of that, if you're all the way back, your line of sight is just like this, it's downwards. And because of the lower ceiling height, the screen kind of feels to be scope. It doesn't look as tall as an IMAX theater is supposed to be. An IMAX theater is more kind of 16:9, right? It's 1.9, but it feels tall. This one feels more like it's between scope and an IMAX theater. I don't know why it is like that, why the theater is built that way, and that's something even the PVR Koramangala IMAX has, because they were made and designed probably by the same person. The first 2 PVR IMAXs of India, they have that same quirk. I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining things. I don't know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will probably hold off on making IMAX videos for a bit until I visit some new theaters. but I do want to make videos on something I'm very interested in, which is this iPhone 16 Pro, which I recently got, which shoots spatial video, which is 3D video. And I have been going down the rabbit hole of 3D video for just going very deep on it. I bought a bunch of 3D Blu-rays. I don't even have a player, but I'm just collecting physical media now, I guess. And I also got a new pair of AR glasses where I can watch 3D movies in. So yeah, the next few videos are going to be about 3D. Hope that's something you're interested in. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.